Hi guys, so while looking at your homework, I have noticed that some of you guys are still struggling to add and subtract numbers. So today I'm going to teach you a different way of looking at it. I know we've looked at this before plenty of times using the plus and minus signs, but now I just want you to look at it in a different way. So if they have the same sign, you add and keep the sign. So for example, let's look at our first problem. Here I have, let me go into my lighter colors. Here I have 4. This 4 is positive, and then this 5 right here. What do you think it is, positive or negative? Well, it's positive because there's a plus in front of it. So they're the same sign, positive 4, positive 5. So I'm going to add them. 4 plus 5 is 9, and I keep the sign, so it's going to be positive 9. Okay, let's go ahead and do 2 more problems. So this 3, it's negative because there's a minus sign in the front, so it's negative 3. This 5, it's negative because there's a negative in the front. So they are the same sign, so we are going to add. So 3 plus 5 is 8. And what sign do they both have? Negative. So this is going to be negative 8. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This 6, it's negative because there's a minus sign in the front. And now this 7. It's also negative because of that minus sign in the front. So they're both negatives, so I know my answer is going to be negative. 6 plus 7, that's 13. So my answer is negative 13. Okay, so once again, to recap this part, same sign, you add and you keep the sign. All right, now let's look at when there's different signs. So we're first going to be looking at addition problems and then subtraction problems. So when they have different signs, ask yourself, are there more negatives or more positives? Okay, once you've decided that, you keep the symbol of what there is more and then subtract. Okay, so let's go ahead and slow that down and see what I mean by that. This 4, it's negative. What about that 8? Is it positive or is it negative? Well, look at the symbol in the front. It's positive. So I have, let's go ahead and slow this down. I have negative 4, and I have positive 8. So according to my directions, it says, ask yourself, are there more negatives or more positives? So what is there more of? Yep, more positives. So that's going to be my sign. I know it's going to be a positive number. Okay, so now that I know what my sign is, it says, and then subtract. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract. So 8 minus 4 is 4. So my answer is positive 4. Okay, let's go ahead and try another example. This 7, positive or negative? Positive. So, positive. This 9, positive or negative? Negative. What do I have more of? Positives or negatives? Negatives, because I have negative 9 and 7 positive. So 9 beats 7. Okay, so now we have our symbol. It's negative. 9 minus 7. What's 9 minus 7? 2. So my answer is negative 2. All right, moving on. Example number 3. This 5, positive or negative? Positive. This 11, positive or negative? Negative. What do I have more of? Positives or negatives? Negative. So my symbol is going to be negative. And now I subtract. 11 minus 5 equals 6. So my answer is negative 6. Okay, so now looking at our last problem. What if I have negative 9 minus negative 2? What do I do? Well, this problem can be rewritten as something differently. These two negatives are going to make a big plus. So this is the same thing as negative 9 plus 2. Hey, they have different signs. Which do I have more of? Negative 9s or positive 2s? What do I have more of? Negative. 9 minus 2? 7. So my answer is negative 7. Okay guys, I hope this helps. I will be posting these notes as well, and your assignment for today is going to be to do some IXL problems. Okay, and then we're going to keep moving on with combining like terms, so be ready for that.